Hi, my friend. Welcome back. Today, I want to talk about a book that sounds simple, but carries some surprisingly powerful ideas about life, relationships, and inner peace. The book is The 4 Agreements by Miguel Ruiz. It is a book about the way we speak, the way we react to other people's opinions, the assumptions we make, and the expectations we place on ourselves. And honestly, some of its ideas can make you stop and look at your everyday life a little differently. Have you ever heard one negative comment from someone and thought about it for the rest of the day? Maybe someone criticized you, maybe someone ignored you, or maybe someone misunderstood you. And suddenly their opinion changed your entire mood. But why do we give other people's words so much power? This book offers 4 simple agreements that can help us become more aware of the way we think, speak, and live. The first agreement is, be impeccable with your word. Words are much more powerful than we sometimes realize. A single sentence can make someone feel loved, appreciated, and understood. But a single sentence can also hurt someone deeply. And this isn't only about the words we use with other people. It's also about the words we use with ourselves. Think about how often you say things like, "I'm not good enough. I always mess things up. I'll never succeed." When we repeat these thoughts again and again, our mind can start treating them as facts. Being careful with your words doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means speaking with honesty without constantly attacking yourself. Instead of saying, "I'm terrible at this," you can say, "I didn't do well this time, but I can learn from it." That's a completely different way of speaking to yourself. And sometimes a small change in our words can create a big change in the way we see ourselves. The second agreement is, don't take anything personally. This one can be difficult. When someone treats us badly, we often assume that we must be the reason. Someone doesn't answer our message and we think, they must be angry with me. Someone criticizes us and suddenly we question our own worth. But people see the world through their own experiences, fears, beliefs, and emotions. Their behavior isn't always about you. Someone may be having a terrible day. Someone may be dealing with problems you know nothing about. Someone may simply have a different opinion. And yes, sometimes people will dislike you. But that doesn't automatically mean there's something wrong with you. Just as someone's love doesn't define your entire value, someone's rejection doesn't define it either. You can listen to criticism. You can learn from it. You can decide whether there's something useful in it, and then you can let it go. You don't have to carry every opinion people give you. The third agreement is, don't make assumptions. This is something almost all of us do. Someone doesn't reply to your message. You immediately think, they're upset with me. Someone looks serious. You think, they don't like me. A friend cancels plans. And suddenly your mind creates an entire story. But here's the problem. You don't actually know if that story is true. You're making an assumption. Our minds love filling in the gaps when we don't have enough information. But not every story our mind creates is reality. Sometimes the simplest solution is to ask, if you don't understand someone's behavior, communicate. If you're unsure about something, get more information. Instead of spending hours creating imaginary explanations, find out what is actually happening. A lot of unnecessary stress comes from things we never bother to clarify. And then we come to the fourth agreement. Always do your best. This sounds simple, but there's something important to understand. Your best isn't the same every day. Some days you have energy. Some days you're tired. Some days you feel confident. Other days you may feel completely overwhelmed. So your best today might not look like your best yesterday, and that's okay. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is to give what you can with the circumstances you have. When you do your best, you don't have to spend your life regretting every mistake. You can learn. You can take responsibility. You can make changes. And then you can move forward. Because life isn't about never making mistakes. We're human. We say the wrong things sometimes. We make bad decisions. We disappoint ourselves. We disappoint other people. But we can always begin again. And I think that's one of the most useful ideas in this book. You don't need to become a perfect person. You simply need to become more aware of how you're living. So how can we actually use these 4 agreements in everyday life? Start small. Before you say something, ask yourself if it really needs to be said. When someone says something that hurts you, don't react immediately. Give yourself a comment. When you catch yourself making assumptions, ask, do I actually know this is true? And at the end of the day, instead of only focusing on everything you did wrong, ask yourself, did I do my best today? If the answer is yes, allow yourself to be proud of that. And if the answer is no, don't turn it into another reason to attack yourself. Just learn from it and try again tomorrow. Maybe peace doesn't come from having a perfect life. Maybe it comes from changing the way we respond to an imperfect one. Speak carefully. Don't let every opinion become your identity. Don't build stories around things you don't know. And always do your best without demanding perfection from yourself. The 4 agreements are simple ideas. But simple doesn't mean easy. They require practice. They require awareness. And they require us to notice the little things we do every day. The way we talk to ourselves. The way we react to criticism, the stories we create in our minds, and the expectations we place on ourselves. So if you take only one message from this video, let it be this. Choose your words carefully. Don't take everything personally. Don't live on assumptions. And most importantly, do your best without expecting yourself to be perfect. Life won't always go the way we want, but we can choose how we meet it. And sometimes, changing that one thing can change the way we experience everything else. If you enjoyed this summary, don't forget to subscribe to Katrin's audiobook summaries for more best-selling books explained in just a few minutes. Until the next book, take care of yourself. And be careful with the words you choose, especially the ones you say to yourself.